Welcome to this first edition of Link to Logansport Schools. Have two very qualified people here to speak with us on the topic of dual credits. This morning we have with us Mr. Joe Diltz, Guidance Counselor at Century Career Center.
Good morning.
Good morning. And Mrs. Susan Mordenti, who is the Director of Guidance at Logansport High School.
Good morning.
And welcome. I'm glad to have you here today.
Thank you.
You know, part of this show will be to just inform the public of great things going on in our school system. Lots of things that oftentimes we're not quite sure people are aware of. And many of these will be opportunities for our students and their families to take advantage of. So this morning we'd like to start with maybe Mrs. Mordenti, you just giving us an idea of what is dual credit. We hear a lot about it, but what does it really mean?
Dual credit in Indiana is where the student takes a college class right here at Logansport High School, and they take it with the teacher that we have in the building who is qualified to do this. And the nice thing about it is the students can take the college credits while they're still in high school, feeling comfortable with a particular teacher who is teaching it, and work toward the different college credits once they finish that.
That's great. So it's really, so at the same time, the dual credit means they're earning college credit while they're earning high school credit towards their graduation.
Exactly.
Great. And so what for our students at Logansport High School do we have for our students? What opportunities do we have for our students at Logansport High School?
Well, we started about 4 years ago with just one course, and that led to other courses that teachers wanted to teach. So we do offer a geology course, and a lot of these are through Indiana University, and they're called ACP, Advanced College Project. So we have geology, we have calculus, we have biology, we have chemistry, we have U.S. history, and let's see, at Vincennes we have 2 English classes. One is literature and one is English composition as well. So the students have numerous opportunities depending on their skill level and what they feel comfortable taking.
That's great. And you know, at Logansport High School, we are so fortunate that we just happen to have Century Career Center attached to Logansport High School, so which brings about lots of opportunities for students at Logansport High School to just walk, you know, down the ramp over to the Career Center and have lots of opportunities to take different kinds of courses to kind of feel out maybe what areas of interest they might have as they move on beyond high school. Also, then we have several school corporations who send students to Century Career Center to get those types of experiences for those kids. So Mr. Diltz, what are some of the opportunities we have for our students at Century Career Center?
Presently we have 11 different classes that students can take for dual credit. They're all 3-credit classes. Right now we are doing all of those through Ivy Tech locally. 2 of those classes are, the first 2 are in the core transfer library, and the first one is medical terminology, and it is a 3-credit class. We also do design class through our commercial arts program, and like I said, both of those are in the core transfer library. The other 9 classes are in the more traditional trade areas. We offer 2 classes in automotive service. We have 2 classes in precision machining, 2 classes in building trades and construction, and then we offer 3 different welding classes, and all through Ivy Tech. We also offer, it's kind of a combination through our Project Lead the Way program. The student doesn't really earn the credits while they're in high school. There are 6 universities in the state of Indiana that will award dual credit. It's kind of backwards. Once you get to college, if you're in the right department of that university, you go backwards to come back and get your credits. We're in the process of trying to change that so that it's just directly through Ivy Tech and then they would go in the core transfer library like the others. It'll be simplified for the students.
That's great. Very good. And so this sounds great, but what's the cost and the benefit to our students?
Well, presently, Ivy Tech classes are free, at least at the Career Center, and I believe at the high school also. So that is one big benefit. The second is the Vincennes classes and the IU dual credit classes at the high school are $25 a credit. So in the course of coming to the school, you are earning a class of 3 credits for $75.
Yeah, and I just finished taking some college classes last year, and $75 for a 3 credit hour class would have been a steal.
Yeah. You start talking about going to college. Right now, if you are going to a state-supported school and living on campus, you're looking at about $20,000 a year. If you can, between Logansport High School and the Career Center, have even 15 credits, and I think Mrs. Mordani's going to get into what you could earn a little later, that would save one semester's worth of classes. That's about $10,000 for a few $100s.
So it's a really good thing for parents to understand the importance of this and the opportunities for their kids, because it's going to maybe not only give their student a head start, but it's going to save them some money going down the road.
Precisely.
Do you know, Mr. Diltz, about how many on average could a student earn, or what are the opportunities there for earning credits?
I think within a reason between Logansport High School and getting credits in the core transfer library, which is where most of those go on the traditional 4-year colleges, probably anywhere from 20 to 30 credits, which is a semester to almost a full year.
It's amazing.
And even if they wouldn't transfer directly into maybe the math class they take here, may not cover the math class there. If nothing else, it does meet an elective requirement.
Yeah.
And it saves them having to take that later. So it's a big benefit to the students and, like you said, the parents.
Oh, yeah.
And if their student can get out a semester or a year earlier, it's a big plus.
You know, my kids aren't even close yet, but you continue to think about it. You get those 529 account statements every month, and you think, there's no way this is going to pay for them to go to school. So just another way for us to help parents out and help kids go to college.
And one thing I wanted to add too to the cost is, if the student is on free reduced lunches, then the IU and the Vincennes classes are free to those students as well.
That's great. And is that something? When do parents really start hearing about this? I mean, do we notify them when their kids are freshmen, or really when do these opportunities really open up for them?
The opportunities open up in the junior year, but in the fall of this year, I did have a meeting at Michele for freshmen and sophomores and their parents who were on the Academic Honors Diploma, because this is part of the Academic Honors Diploma now. And I think that's why there's such a push for this, and why they're growing, because if you are on the Academic Honors Diploma, you either have to take 2 ACP classes or 2 AP classes, or you can take 1 of each. So that is one of the requirements of the Academic Honors Diploma now. And it's important that the parents understand this prior to the junior year, because it's at the end of the sophomore year when we start scheduling the students into those courses that they can take.
Good. It's good to know.